Hello everybody, my name is KingStix. I'm a challenger Evelynn player. In this video, I'm going to be showing you loads of tips, tricks, positioning, and just in general things to look for when you're playing Evelynn to hyper carry and be the jungle monster you are meant to be as Evelynn. She's one of the strongest AP junglers right now, up there with Nidalee and Taliyah. However, she's much easier to play and scales much better. Her weaknesses are her pre-6 is pretty weak. I'll show you how to play around that. All right, for your runes on Evelynn, you're going to want to go Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter, Gathering Storm, and Celerity. You can go for Electrocute if you do just want to play for the early game, but the thing is, Evelynn's so good late game that I like going Dark Harvest. Plus, by the time you're level 6, your Dark Harvest will be doing much as if you took Electrocute, so I find it works really well. Sudden Impact, you need Eyeball Collection, important. Relentless Hunter, if you are going to be going Celerity, I highly recommend it. If you are going for just pure late game and you go for Absolute Focus over Celerity, in that case, I would recommend going for Ultimate Hunter. But overall, I feel like for the best early, mid, and late game, this is the overall best page with Relentless Hunter and Celerity. The first mechanic that's important to understand when playing Evelynn is her Q. It's your primary source of damage, and it's up pretty much off a cooldown all the time. You're going to be using it for mainly clearing monster camps and proccing your charm. Since you are melee, proccing your charm is actually very difficult. So your Q has two parts. It has a long range skill shot, and then after you land your long range skill shot, you have 3 separate attacks. Notice that my 3 separate attacks afterwards have less range than the skill shot itself. So after I land my Q, I have to get closer to use the rest of it like this. Now you can create an illusion of the Q being longer than it really is after you land it. Now watch this. As I cast it, if I walk away, it looks like it's longer than it really is. This is mainly useful if somebody's chasing you. If somebody's chasing you as you're running away and then they step slightly inside of its range, it'll hit them, and then people think it's longer than it really is. But before we get too far into this video, I want to mention that I'm doing a massive giveaway with a couple other YouTubers. We are giving away 100 RP, and we are also giving away a quality blue headset, top of the line, guys. Definitely check out the giveaway down in the description below. It's super easy to enter. You just have to subscribe and follow me and these other YouTubers on Twitch, YouTube. Super easy to do, super quick, and the more you do, the more people you follow and subscribe to on the giveaway, the more entries and chances you will get to win. Once again, guys, 100 RP and a free expensive headset. Definitely sign up for that. All right, let's get back into the video. The main way you're going to be using her Q is simply by proccing Charm, and your Charm is just your little heart. Now, if you don't completely land your Charm, all it is a slow. But if you do wait for 2.5 seconds at least after it fully forms and you expunge it, it will be doing heaps of damage, heaps and heaps of damage. Not only that, but it will charm them instead of slow, and it will shred their magic resist for 4 seconds. And check this out. Every time you level up your charm, the charm duration increases, the magic resist shred increases, the monster damage increases, the cooldown decreases, and the cast range increases. So this is the cast range, and check this out. So it's about right there now. The cast range comes to the edge of this thing right there. Now check this out. I'm going to get all my levels. Now check it out. So it used to only come to this edge right here, but at max rank it goes past. That's going to be really important for baiting people out. If you're not level 6 on Evelynn, you're not invisible. You have to be at least level 6 is when you first get it. And once you are invisible, this gives you a lot more options. Let's pretend I'm visible right now. If I charm him and run at him, he's just going to run away. This is why Evelynn ganking pre-6 is so bad. Because if you charm, even if I came from this bush, the moment I press charm on him, he knows I'm trying to gank, and then he's going to run even before he can see me. Even though my charm has more range than his vision has, it doesn't matter. Only way I could land it was, let's pretend he was fighting my teammate in lane and there was a minion wave. The only way you can gank pre-6 is if I were to come up behind him like this, do this, and then just like walk at him, wait, and then once it fully materializes, go in on him. Okay, there's the third ability I want to go over now is Evelynn's E. Her E has 2 parts, and the main part relies on Demon Shade. And Demon Shade is Evelynn's passive. You do have this before you're level 6. You don't have to be invisible. But once you are level 6, I mean, whenever your Demon Shade is up, you'll be invisible. That's just how it works. So for example, Demon Shade's up now, but if you weren't level 6, it doesn't matter. So look, my E now is sparkly pink and it's glowing. That means it has a little bit more range. Watch this. I just whiplashed onto him, and it puts me like slightly behind them. If you pay attention, just E, and it puts me slightly behind them. This is really good because even if I ult, they'll take full damage. Your ultimate goes slightly behind you, so even if you immediately E and ult, you'll still get off full damage output. Your E is mainly for closing distance, and even if you were to flash right now, it would follow him, which is great. And now while Nightshade's down, check this out. This is what it looks like without Nightshade. It doesn't attach, and it doesn't close the distance. Your E without Nightshade is quite a bit weaker. It also doesn't do like any AoE damage. When it's like this, it does AoE. It hits everything. Really good for clearing camps and hitting multiple targets. It also does more damage in general and pulls you to them, which is very, very nice. Okay. Whenever you do use your charm on a jungle monster, it lasts for a really long time. It's the reason why Evelynn, even though you can't contest scuttles early game, taking scuttles on Evelynn's really early, because look how long it's charmed for. It's still charmed. And guess what? When it's charmed, it takes a lot of extra damage. I think it takes like 30 or 40% more damage, the scuttle crab. That's why Evelynn can take them so easily. So you really want to be there for when they spawn in. Now that you understand how her Q works, or W works, or E works, let me show you her ultimate. Her ultimate is an amazing tool, which makes her the strongest scaling assassin in the game. So check this out. That whole area in front, this big template is what I hit. And no matter where I'm facing, look, even if I'm facing this way, let's say I'm facing this way, I can immediately ult there. It doesn't matter which way I'm facing. My ultimate can go off from any direction as long as I put my mouse there. Easy peasy. So if someone, let's say he's chasing me and all my spells are on cooldown, chasing me, pop. I can pop around instantly. There's no delay. That's why it's so strong, and it puts you behind them. So let's pretend this Dingleberry and all of his Dingleberry teammates are stacked up mid lane, right? They're just all chilling. I have vision of them. I have vision because it's warded, or they're fighting on the minions, or my teammates are right here. It doesn't matter. I'll just put some teammates up to give you an idea. Here are my teammates. They're defending turret. Okay. So now check this out. My charm has so much range. So if I charm the guy in the back, they probably think I'm behind them. So let's make an enemy right here. So if I charm this guy, they're probably going to think, yo, Evelynn's in the back. These guys are going to rotate right here and defend this dude. So to bait them out and to make them not all crowd around this guy, I'll just throw it on the one in front. The moment it materializes, I'll Q flash E. Q flash E, that way I stick on him, and then I win that way. So what you might be wondering is, why would you Q first and then flash E? The reason because is he won't react fast enough. It's just how it is. So you Q, E, and then you got him because your E will attach. So even after I Q and I flash, even if he wants to flash, my E will attach to him as long as it is in Demon Shade. Another thing to keep in mind is walls on Evelynn are your friend. Whenever you are invisible, which is one of the final mechanics I'm going to be talking about in this video, and that the most important one to master is, check this out. So do you see whenever they're inside this circle, they can see you, but walls and bushes cancel that out. So if a wall's technically in the way, or if a bush is in the way, they can't see you. So there he can see me. Even though he's inside of the circle, he can't. Let me show you what I mean. So the enemy, let's put him right here. So this guy can't see me. He's inside my circle because I'm behind the wall. He can't see me even though he's inside of it, just because the way this wall is, it's slightly slanted. And that's just how it is. So I could, for example, charm him. He walks, he can't see me, and then bam, I hit him. And he'd be right here by now. But he doesn't know where I am. So even if he's not sure where I am, let's say he walks off to the side here or walks here, I'm still gonna get him because he can't see me. The only way he lives is if he walks straight this way into my turret, which is, they almost never do that. And then let me show you another example. I'm gonna take a target dummy. This happens all the time, especially if you're ahead on Evelynn. You can go for more plays like these once you are level 6. Keep that in mind. Let's say you see the enemy jungler get mid. You know they're gonna come for the raptors. Let's pretend this is the enemy. Pretend he's attacking his raptors right now. What's going to happen is he's attacking them. He's going to be taking lots of damage. This is around level 6 when raptors do a lot. I'll charm him. He'll freak out. He'll usually run towards his turret bush right here. And then I'll go boom. And he can't see me. He's like, literally, look, I'm 1 inch away from him, right? He can't see me. I'm outside of the bush. He can see me now. Whenever you see the exclamation point, that means the enemies can see you with either a pink ward or one of them is in the bush. Keep that in mind. All right, so I'm slightly in the bush. We're fine now. I charm him. He's like, oh, where is she? He runs towards the bush, towards his turret, and pop, and he's dead. And then I can just finish him off if I want. It's that easy. Evelynn is really good at that. So bushes are your friend. You might be wondering, well, when does this come in handy? If you're counter jungling, this is really useful. Another example of when to do it. Let's say the enemy is on red buff. He's fighting red buff. I charm him. He's like, oh shit. He either runs this way, or this way. I'll kill him because I'm behind him. On Evelynn, in general, you want to position behind the enemies. This becomes much easier to do once you are level 6 and you are invisible. I'll give you guys another example. This is something I love doing. So let's say they're fighting, right? It doesn't matter. You guys end up killing. Let's pretend this is Lucian. We kill him. It doesn't matter. He's dead now, right? So I'll just remove the dummies. I'll leave my allies here. And right now over here, you would normally see a death timer and it would show like Lucian 10-15 seconds or whatever. At that point, let's pretend I have ulti up. This is a lot better when you do have at least ulti. That way you can secure the kill. Or if you're very fed. If you're very fed or if you have ulti, you should be able to one-shot really any squishy. So at this point, by the time you get over here, it should be like he just spawned in, or you should have only like 1 second left. You don't want to waste too much time. You want to try to time it perfectly. So by the time you're over here, you want him to have been alive for about 5-6 seconds. I use this all the time. I love this strat. Now the enemies are going to walk out. He's going to be walking to lane, right? He's going to be like boop, boop, boop. He doesn't suspect anything. He's just walking. He's walking. Now the very moment he touches this right here, so here he is, walking. The very moment he gets right here, I'm gonna charm him, and by the time he realizes he's being charmed, he'll probably be around here because his reaction time, he's not expecting it. So by the time he realizes he's being charmed, he'll probably be right here, and at that point I can just E him. If I don't want to miss, or if I think he doesn't see it at all, I'll just Q him because he has like 0 reaction time. So I'll just Q him while he's charmed, and then pop! And bear in mind, my charm shreds their magic resist by loads and does loads of damage. So after I land the charm, they're really fucked. If they're a squishy champ, they're dead. And they never expect this either. Another really good strategy for Evelynn, especially when you do have your ultimate, is she turns into a diving monster. So let's pretend that my teammates are like right here to give you guys an idea. So I'll clear all the dummies. Spawn ally dummy. So my teammates are shoving in the turret, okay? The enemies are under their turret. They're lower on health. Let's say they're like, one's right here and one's right here. On Evelynn, the best place you could be is behind the enemies because of how your abilities work. At this point, I'm going to charm them. If they run back, they die. If they run forward, they die. So they only have 2 options. They only have 2 legitimate options. The 2 they choose most often is run. Like 9 out of 10 times they just run because they think I'm charging them from the front. So they'll either run or they'll stay under turret and hope for the best. So now if he does stay under turret, you can just hover in this area. Just don't get too close to the turret. So here we go. He's charmed. And then if he stays, we just walk it under and then we kill him. Ideally, you really want minions. If you have minions under the turret, it's perfect. Because if you have minions, let's pretend this guy's a minion. Oh, wrong guy. Let's pretend this guy's a minion, okay? When you have minions under the turret, you can walk up without taking any turret damage. So he's charmed. They decide they're going to stay. And then we go in. I can just walk up E, Q, and then ult away. Even after I take aggro, let's say the turret starts hitting me. Let's say the turret's hitting me, right? And he's charmed. I can dodge a turret shot with my ult and get away at the same time. This is why Evelynn's turret diving monster once she's level 6. You can swap turret aggro with your ulti and dodge a turret shot at the same time. I negated that last turret shot because your ultimate makes you untargetable, and I got out of the situation instantly. And let's pretend his teammates backed him up, okay? His teammates are like right here. This guy's low on health, and I came up behind this guy. So this is my example. He's charmed, he doesn't know what's going on. I come in, I hit him, I go in, and then I just ult over the back, over the wall, and I'm out. That's the beauty of Evelynn's ultis. You can position it at any point. Check how fast I heal. Look, boom, boom, boom. Look at that health. You heal really, really fast. Bear in mind, I have a lot of HP right now, and it stopped. It gets better with how much AP you have. So right now, it's only when I'm below around 600 HP. So now it's maxed out. But if I had AP, it'd be like, it would always be on as long as I'm invisible. So then I could go back in for the dive or go back into the fight. A really useful mechanic. I'll show you guys one last trick that I love to use with my invisibility. It's mainly involving walls. A lot of these tricks are with walls. So here's the enemy target. And let's say my teammate's fighting him, it doesn't matter. Or who knows, maybe it's just the enemy jungler running away from river or going for a camp. I can cast charm. Look, he can't see me. Let me show you again. I'll put the enemy dummy right fucking there. Look, he's right on the wall. He can't see me. I'm invisible. He's like 2 inches away. And then boom, he's dead. Very, very easy. Using walls on Evelynn is extremely abusive. If you're on a wall and you can see them because of your minions, champions, or wards, you can abuse that fact and make them really pay for it. Evelynn can go over walls as long as your nightshade is up, your demon shade. So after you've been out of combat for 4 seconds. Okay, yeah, it still works. You can go over walls with it. I've done this before a lot. You can only go over little walls with it like this one. But it surprises the enemies a lot of the time, especially squishies. So if they're fighting right here and you're invisible, he's charmed. He's thinking you're gonna come from here, or here. He's not expecting you to come from right here in the bush. You can't see me because I'm just slightly on the wall and poof. And then I can even ult away this way. Or after I come in, I can like ult that way. So actually let me go over on that one. That's interesting. And it should be the same thing for right here as well. I can just go over it. There's not many situations where this is useful. It's mainly for just applying your Lich Bane. So let's say I have him charmed. They're doing Baron. He's on the back wall. I'm invisible. He can't see me. And boom, I hit him. His teammate collapsed on me. His team collapsing. And I ult out, kill everyone, get the Baron still. It's that easy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's try this last wall. I actually haven't tried this one before. Oh, wow. Evelynn can even go over these. Can she go over? She can go over this one then too as well. Yeah, she can go over a lot of walls. Same with this one. One last thing I want to show you guys is me when I dive mid lane. Diving mid lane is actually really easy on Evelynn, especially once you have invisibility and you are level 6. If you want to know why, this is why. Let me spawn my ally. Okay, so let's say my teammate has him under turret. The enemy has around half health, or just they don't have full health. Typically on Evelynn, you want to gank someone who's missing at least 100 HP when you're level 6, so you can get the kill for sure. Anyways, let's say the enemy is under their turret. So here he is. He's just a little goofball. And check out my charm range. It's really far right. So I could either come here in the raptor camp, but ideally I'd walk all the way around to right here. This turret still can't see me. It still can't see me. Even when I'm right here, it can't see me. So just don't walk any farther than this. I charmed them. At this point, they can walk forward and my teammate kills them. They can try to walk backwards. The best thing they can possibly do is walk right here, but they never do that for some reason. They just don't even consider the chance that I'm behind them. They just think I'm coming from here, here, or here. So they never actually walk here. They almost always just run away or they stay where they are. It just depends. So even if he stays where he is at this point, we just run him down. And so you see I'm tanking. And even if I get really low on HP, check this out. So I can tank for as long as I feel comfortable, and then boom, I'm out, dude. Instant. I dodge turret shot and I'm out instant. One last thing I want to mention to you guys is your ultimate does more damage the lower they are on HP. Once they're below 30%, it does like its maximum damage and scales really, really hard. Her ultimate's almost like an execute just because it does so much damage, and her charm shreds magic resist. So once they're below a 3rd HP, you'll see this little pink thing. And that basically means you're fucked. If you see that thing over you, you need to get out of there because Evelynn's about to destroy your butthole. So, and then you use it and pop, it blows them up. If you're interested in seeing more Evelynn content, just definitely check out my channel. I have more of it. Also, if you want to watch me play her live, I stream on YouTube daily, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central. So definitely check me out there. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.